Hello, I want to introduce you to the area's most knowledgeable realtor. They couldn't be here right now. They're busy helping another buyer or seller navigate today's real estate market. And today's market is confusing. How can you make sure you are fully informed whether you are a buyer or a seller? Who can you trust to keep you up to date on changes in the market, new properties for sale, and the most recent comparables that determines your purchase or selling prices? But most important, who can you count on to treat you as the most important client in the world? You found that realtor now. Please take the time to visit the listings page to keep up with the most recent homes for sale. And if you want to be the first to know about a new listing, fill out our contact form on this site.
I've done 3 real estate transactions with Jill Berni, and every one of them went as smooth as you can imagine. We did have our challenges and little things come up, but Jill always makes it so easy, and she has such a great sense of humor that she just calms everyone down, and the worries and the troubles all go away, and we end up with a happy campers at the end of it. I remember one transaction in particular that was really difficult. It had a lot of snarls and knots in it, and OakTree Home and Loan spent hours, days and days unknotting it until it was all smoothed out and everything went fine. And we were so relieved. They were so professional and so helpful. I just don't think it would have gone that smoothly with anyone else. I would use them in a minute, in a New York minute. Probably the best thing about working with OakTree Home and Loan is that you don't have to worry about it. You just turn it over to Jill and she takes care of it. She doesn't call you up telling you about the troubles. She calls you up and tells you when things are going well, and she keeps in touch with you so you know, but you can just let it go. You don't have to worry about it. It's taken care of. There's no stress on you anymore. And that's just worth so much in peace of mind.
I'd come to the area a few years ago looking for a home. I was relocating from the Monterey Salinas area and really didn't know the area that well. So I was looking for a home to be close to my wife, who was moving into the area too. And in relocating, I actually checked with OakTree Home and Loan. They helped me locate a house, and when I was looking for it, I was given a lot of great information. Right up in the very beginning, we saw a number of homes, and I was actually considering some, but I was given a lot of information as far as characteristics, what I could do with that house, and some good positive influence on what would help me. In the process, I was very comforted by the help I was getting from Jill and their company, and I was definitely very at ease when I was working with them. And you know, I was coming to this area and definitely had to make a decision quickly, and in that process I was actually having to get to a point really quick of making a decision. I pretty much made a decision in one day, so I had to see a lot of property, had to go through a lot of jumbling around in my mind as to what to do and the house that I wanted. So as far as making a decision, it was the best decision I ever made, is going with OakTree Home and Loan. I made a decision in one day. Again, they were very accommodating and helped me get through this process, and I couldn't be more pleased.
Our first house that we purchased was a really good experience. We used Jill Berni and OakTree Home and Loan. She was really friendly, wonderful to work with, very comforting, a very warm person. And our family was going to expand. We had planned on having another child, and our daughter now is currently 2 years old. We knew we needed a house with a bigger yard, and we needed to live in a neighborhood where I felt safe. And, we were able to find the perfect home for us. Jill was able to find a house that had a really nice, large front yard, a very large backyard. We just put up a big swing set. Our daughter has a wonderful time because she's just a little ball of energy. And Thankfully, all of this was because Jill kept in touch with us, and we knew who to get back in touch with again after our first wonderful experience.
So we looked at hundreds and hundreds of homes. I mean, there was all kinds, with all kinds of problems. So, we really did get discouraged throughout the process, but Jill was there to make us feel comfortable, have us reevaluate our options, things like that. At one point she even told us this isn't the house for you. You know, this one has this wrong with it. So it's refreshing.
She did, yeah.
It's refreshing when you hear somebody say, don't buy this house because, you know, this one isn't going to be right for you. So,
But we'll find you the right house.
Yeah, but we'll find you the right house.
And after meeting with a few real estate agents, I'm very happy that we went with.
Yeah, it was refreshing.
It was refreshing to meet someone who was so friendly and so comforting and so warm. Jill is extremely comforting. She was just like a friend. She was great. And we'll use her again.